Yo, what's going on guys, Arekkz here and welcome back to another Destiny video. And in today's video it's just going to be a really quick one, but I wanted to take a moment to talk in more detail about the upcoming raid ornaments. If you saw yesterday's live stream or my recap video, then you should know that Age of Triumph is bringing all of the raids back to the current max light level, meaning you'll be able to earn gear and weapons from all of them. Vault of Glass, Crota's End, King's Fall and Wrath of the Machine, although the latter is already there. There is also a featured weekly raid which will have all challenge modes active and will reward you with a special Age of Triumph ornament. All the raid gear is coming back and all that gear supports ornaments. The old Vault, Crota and King's Fall sets will have 2 different ornament slots, and the Wrath of the Machine set will also be getting a second ornament slot, so all raid gear will effectively have 3 variations: Base, Ornament 1 and Ornament 2. But again, if you saw the stream or my video, then you will already know that. However, following the stream yesterday, an article went up on GamesRadar featuring a short interview with Deej. And during that, he shed a little bit more light on how the ornament system is going to change, and even touched on a couple of things not covered in the stream. So in the event you haven't seen that, then here is what you need to know. Of course, as always, if you want to read the whole interview for yourself, then you can find it linked down below. And if you enjoyed this video, then a like would be super appreciated. Also, comment down below and let me know which raid gear you guys are most looking forward to collecting once more. Now, let me turn your attention to this image. Again, you saw this yesterday. This went out, and it features a Hunter and a Titan, but probably the most interesting part here is the Hunter. He has a bionic or a Vex-like leg, a new cloak, and also appears to be holding what looks like Vision of Confluence, albeit with an inverted colour scheme. Turning to the interview, Deej said, quote unquote, "We have a new weapon ornament system for the raid gear that will make it look just a little bit more badass. And we gave you just a glimpse of that in the announcement we made last Friday, where you can see that Hunter having a moment of respite in the Vault of Glass, and there's that prosthetic leg. That's part of the new ornament system. Raid armor ornaments will drop in the raids where you earn them, and it's just one more opportunity for Guardians to decorate themselves and strut their stuff in the tower, literally with trophies they can wear to say, I've mastered every challenge that Bungie has thrown at me." So, the key takeaways from that are, yes, the prosthetic leg is an ornament. It's an ornament for the Vault of Glass gear. I imagine that sort of cool customization will extend to the other classes too, so expect some slightly more outlandish ornaments and not just a pretty red glow. They did say in the stream that some of them are pretty awesome. But also, they mentioned weapon ornaments. Up until now, weapon ornaments have been reserved for exotics only, but in Age of Triumph, that is also going to extend to raid weapons too. Whether the weapon ornaments will be as outlandish as other armor variants will of course remain to be seen. But for anyone that really digs the customization options that ornaments present us, then it's safe to say there's going to be a lot to collect in Age of Triumph. Finally, when asked how weapons are changing in Age of Triumph, Deej replied, quote unquote, "There will be armor and weapons that will drop. I'm looking forward to the third stream to show some of the new art for the different weapons. That mythic class is going to be extra shiny and always badass. And the community was extremely excited to see Fatebringer again in the trailer. Now these raid weapons, I'm assuming by the way that's raid weapons because there was a typo in the interview, but it's probably going to be raid because of the context. Anyway, now these raid weapons have always been the big boys on the block in terms of power and perks, and the way they enable a Guardian to fight. So, as these weapons become a part of the sandbox again, our team has to give that some consideration. We want to bring these weapons back, but we don't want to destroy the balance that players enjoy when they battle each other. The mention of not wanting to destroy the balance might well refer to the fact that the older raid weapons have elemental primaries, and of course that is something we no longer see these days, so they have of course at the moment skirted around that question anytime it's raised, so I would imagine in one of the 2 subsequent streams, perhaps next week when they speak about the sandbox, but either way, that is something they will of course answer very soon, but for the time being we still don't have an answer with regards to whether or not the old raid weapons will still have their elements. I feel like they might not. I feel like they might tweak them a little bit so they still kind of fundamentally behave the same way, but don't necessarily carry those elements. But again, until we know that for sure, we will just have to wait and see. But for the time being, that is pretty much it. Just a quick video, but in short, ornaments are now going to apply to both raid gear and raid weapons. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments down below, and thank you for watching. Take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.